Happy full moon in Aries. And if you're feeling a little tension in your life, there's a reason for that. The reason being is that with this full moon in Aries, it's a grand cross that's conjunct Chiron. The full moon is opposite the sun in Libra. Of course, that's what a full moon is. And it is square Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto has just, a few more weeks left in Capricorn before it moves into Aquarius for the long haul. And also we have Mars in Cancer. So even though, I think the message is, even though you may have had no control over other people in your life that are feeling or causing you stress, or have done things to you in the past that have caused you stress or turmoil, the message now is that you do have control, whether you let them continually harm you in the future. So that's kind of the big message that I'm feeling. So we're going to pull some cards and see what messages the universe wants to give to us. So the first deck I'm going to pull from here is an angel deck. I'll do some tarot and oracle. And this is a deck that a friend of mine did. And so we'll shuffle it up. All my decks have been shuffled previously, but we'll go ahead and shuffle it up and see what messages want to come through. So I'm just going to take a couple of really deep breaths here while I shuffle and ask my angels and guides and the divine to come through with any messages for the collective right now. Let's see what we have. We have the Angel of Enlightenment. It says illumination, clarification, and insight. So for sure, full moons do always bring clarity to help us see for insight. And she's sitting there, this angel is holding a candle to see. I think that the candle would be representative of the full moon, because that full moon does illuminate brightly, for sure, things that may have been hidden from us. So the clarification of the night sky. There we go. Enlightenment. Well, I think we could all use some little enlightenment right now. Enlightenment is always a good thing. So let's see, I'm just seeing what I feel drawn to pull right now. Okay, let's see what message we have here. Get this deck out. These are like one card pulls that have a big message on them. And it has an elephant on the front, and that's Ganesh, and he is the remover of obstacles. So a perfect time in that full moon to remove any obstacles that you have felt have been in your life. To remove those obstacles. Sorry, got my camera right here. Just trying a new layout here. So let's see what he is bringing to us. Ganesh, the remover of obstacles. He says, health. Allow me, divine, to be tender and accepting of my body no matter what ailments I may have. May I always know it's doing the best that it can. Help me be a loving ally and friend to this sacred form. And I think that is a great reminder at this time of the year that our bodies are the form that carries our souls, right? We're in our bodies, but we are the soul. So it's important for us to take care of our bodies so that our souls can do the work that we were meant to do here. Now, if you're having a health issue, I truly believe that any ailment can be healed, right, with faith and showing loving care to our body. And I'm going to be honest, a lot of people walk around not showing their body loving care. So it's important on this full moon to stop and think, what am I maybe doing to my body that's not the healthiest? That maybe, maybe I need to do something a little bit different to take care of my body. Come on, no one's perfect. Everybody, tries their best, but sometimes we get lackadaisical. Sometimes we have habits, right? That because we don't want to face the reality. So I know people drink too much, people eat too much, people don't get their bodies moving as they should. All of those things will add up to an ailment, and it's really, anytime you have some kind of ailment, it's like a big wake-up call, right? A wake-up call that you're maybe not paying attention. And it's not just paying attention to your body, paying attention to your emotions, paying attention to your spiritual self. Not paying attention to something for sure is the message. All right, I'm going to do some tarot cards. We'll pull some tarot cards here and see what the message is for the collective for this full moon. I think it's a little fiery. I think this week's a little dicey. I think that people are going to either learn to be in control of their emotions, or there's going to just be people exploding, right? People might not be able to be in control of their emotions, and so this is a good time to think, is this really important? Is this really important? Do I really need to respond to this person? Do I really need to go out of my way to push my point in someone's face? Or can I just let it go and know in myself that I am serene, I'm kind, I'm loving, and let those people have what they need to have in their life? I don't need to change it because I'm okay. I think that's the thought process. Okay, so we have the page here. The Page of Swords, and it says logical, perceptive, insightful, blunt. I think we will have a lot of bluntness, especially with this full moon. An exciting intellectual challenge, brilliant insights, and there you go. That goes to enlightenment. We're having insights. Information that you need, but might be challenging to receive. And I think that this will be a challenging week with some information. Review all documents very carefully. So I feel like that's the center of the information for us. And let's see what's crossing it. Let's see what's crossing it. Okay, we have the One of Cups, or the Ace of Cups. And it's a beautiful new emotional experience, a romantic relationship or deep friendship, awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual insights, a love letter, a new home. So again, we have that theme of insights. I think a lot of people who will stop and listen to themselves, listen to their inner being this week around the full moon, they will find that they do have some insights coming to them, that they have some illumination, some clarification. All right, so perhaps in the past with this Ace of Swords, you could have had brilliant ideas, but they needed some refinement, overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will work out, and communicate clearly and concisely and remain objective. So that could have been our consciousness, our collective consciousness of the past. Let's see where we're going. I think we have had our whole world has had some brilliant ideas, but maybe we're still working on them, on having them come to fruition, and we are overcoming a lot of obstacles, and I do believe with faith that that's possible. So here we have the Knight of Swords, and to me the Knight of Swords is like the true knight, right? Good-hearted. It says decisive, focused, driven, defensive, events that move with great speed. Choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. Sudden or unexpected changes, and review your options carefully. So I think that that is good advice, and I think that's the feeling I was having when I was saying, instead of spouting out, maybe just know in our head that we know, so we don't have to go around being emotional about it. I think that this week, particularly with the full moon, know that that is gonna be a challenge for people to know. Just zip it. Just zip it and go write it down if you need to, but you don't have to be emotional about it. And that is so hard for some people, right? So hard. Okay, the foundation that we have is an amazing opportunity. Be bold, courageous, and optimistic. Now is the time to take action and do what you're passionate about. So I think that people are looking at what I think we do know our passions, but I just don't think we need to fight with people about it. We need to just do our own thing and go ahead and be bold and courageous and optimistic about what is your passion, but it's not going to be everybody's passion. And I really feel that that is one of the biggest things right now is I might have to lock myself away in a room so I don't have to be around people that are spouting off around me, trying to push their intellectual feelings on me, right? So I think that that's a good message. Okay, what's in our consciousness, our collective consciousness? It says, wishes come true, your dreams become reality, a magical time of life, good fortune, faith in the universe that all will be well. And I know that a lot of people are having hardships right now, but I do think that in the end, it's all comes out well. And I think that sometimes hardships are really an opportunity to grow, to have growth in ourselves, to become resilient in ourselves. So while the incident or whatever is happening may seem overwhelming, we have to remember that we can make the magic, but it's inside of us. It might not be on the outside. It might not be on the material part of the world, but on the inside, we can have the magic. Okay, what's the energy around us? Okay, well, it's going to be fast, right? It's the Knight of Wands, passionate, confident, charismatic, restless, events requiring immediate action. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. Stay focused and a passionate relationship. So we are being told that the energy around us is going to be a little bit fiery. It's going to be fiery this week. But we can have the confidence and be optimistic and know that to be ready for action, right? Be ready for action. It means interaction, I believe. It means that we need to be prepared to maybe sit down and take some breaths to calm down. Okay, we've got some more fire going on here for our collective energy, as far as what's not as much as what's going on in the world, but what is like going on inside of our collective selves. And it says victory. So wise choices that bring public recognition and success, promotions, awards, or scholarships. So I think that if we take heed of listening to ourselves, listening to our spirit within, taking care of ourselves to the best of our ability, and that means, getting enough sleep, hydrating enough, eating properly, totally trying to de-stress over anything that's going on personally or in the world. Let's not let that stress build up inside of us, because that is totally not healthy. And then when we look at that, we need to stay centered, that the victory is not necessarily going to be anything on the outside world. The victory will be on the inside world, your inside world. Because really, what is the most important thing? Well, if people think that it's the outside world, wow, it's the the victory is the inside world, because that is the thing that nobody can change for you, that really nobody can affect for you. You have control of that. And once we realize that we have control of that and we master that, that is the victory. All right, here's some advice. Ooh, awakening, a temporary pause for a reflection and insight, an awakening where you can see things in a whole new light, embrace your own uniqueness, charitable actions. So I like it's called awakening, but you know, this is representative of the hangman, and it does mean maybe you just need to hang out for a little bit this week. Again, don't be pushing your agenda on anybody. Just hang out with yourself. And you know, I'll tell you, I think the biggest thing for me right now is to question everything. So even like last week, my sister and I were driving on the freeway, and there was somebody who was driving crazy, and our first instinct was to say, oh, that guy, you know, he's driving crazy. And I just went, oh, wait, why do we think it's a man? Why do we think that? So I am questioning everything. And then I'll tell you, even at school today, when we're doing the letter N, and I had all the pictures, and the one that came up representing nurse was, of course, a woman. And it was like, wait a minute. But I was so happy that it's not just me that's questioning everything. I had a lot of little kids say, when I held up the picture, oh, that's a doctor. So they don't see, you know, those stereotypes like some of us see. So it's so important, I think, for us to all take a, you know, that pause and reflect on all the stereotypes going on in the world. And they're not true, right? We're learning that they're not true. So if people are trying to push stereotypes down our throat, we know that we don't have to accept them, right? We can have that victory inside of us and say, you know, I'm past that. You know, I don't have to think that, you know, all nurses are women. And of course, we know that that's not true, right? And a lot of women are doctors. Oh, that was a tangent, wasn't it? Okay, what's the outcome here? Our outcome here is the Queen of, we've got some more fire going here, the Queen of Wands. And I love her black cat. Okay, I love her, look at her black cat there. Yes, the Queen of Wands, creative, right? She's brilliant, talented, independent, controlling. There's nothing you can't do. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. The need for balance between career and personal life. And personal life means what inside you makes you happy, and not what is expected of you, but it's what in your soul's passion. So really, your career is just something that I hope that you're doing that is part of your personal life, right? I hope that that is something everybody can find. I love that picture of her, and especially because we're in October. I love all this fire for October. It totally matches this full moon in Aries. I just feel like there is a lot of energy, and maybe the best thing we can do is just really meditate, breathe deeply, try to stay as calm as possible. Okay, and here we go. I'm going to pull one last card here. It's the Radley Valentine, Archangel Michael deck. Let's see what we have here. We have 17. It's time to play. You're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance into your life. And I really think that's what it is. Look at here. The need to balance. We need balance. We all need balance. I think the big balance is between what's going on the outside world and what's going on our inside world. And know that while all this material stuff is important, we are so magical on the inside, and we need to take care of that spiritual side of us above anything, and then know that we can make the magic for the outside. Okay, so for the full moon in Aries, I wish you balance. I wish you to sit and de-stress. I wish you to look up into the trees, to the birds, to the sky. If there's clouds you can see, take a deep breath and just say, I'm so grateful that I am here today. And then go out at night and look at the full moon. All right, be blessed.